Hey everybody, welcome to another After Effects CS6 tutorial. I'm your host, Buddy Blackford, and today I'm going to show you another lighting effect that you can add into your scene, and it's an actual effect that's generated, and it's called CC light rays. And this is kind of like a combination of all the other lighting effects that I wanted to show you, and it kind of creates like a middle point with a light source on it, and it kind of acts almost like a point light, but it has rays and it has a center and all that stuff. So I want to show you what's going on here. I have an adjustment layer created, and then I have a couple like outlines just to have a logo created in the middle here. And those are shape layers, and everything is in a 2D workspace right now, and I don't even need to have these 3Ds turned on. I'll turn those right off, and then I just have a picture as the background, and everything is all 2D. There's no cameras on or anything like that. So let's go into our adjustment layer, and I will show you the light ray here, which is actually in the middle in this area here. I'll turn it off real quick to show you what it looks like before, and then I add the light rays to it, and this is the after, and I've got the radius up really high, so, and the intensity up high, so it's like blowing out the light in there, so I got a more intense effect in the back. So I'm gonna delete this out and show you how to use this effect to enhance the lighting that is already made it in the scene by like a picture or something like that. So let's go to Effect, Generate, and then we want to go to CC Light Rays. And this is what you get starting out, is just this little dot here. So we need to adjust settings to make it a little bit more intense or something like that. If I bring it over top of a light source, it already makes it more intense. And the way you can move this is just by clicking on this crosshair here and dragging it. So you can bring it to wherever you want. And because of the transfer mode that we have on, which is add over here, it adds to however bright something already is. So another way to move this is to go over here in the center property up here in your effect, click on this crosshair button, and now you can place it wherever you want. I personally just like grabbing and dragging because it's I don't know, it's just easier and more interactive. So we've got that there. I'm going to move it over here over on the clouds so we can see a little better what is going on with our effect. So we've got our intensity here, and that's just going to increase how bright it is. So there's a lot of intensity, and then here's just like a little, and here's nothing. So that's the intensity there. And wherever you're going to put it, you're going to base your intensity on that area. So I'm just going to keep it at 100 for now. We've got our radius, which is going to be like how big around it is. So that's radius. As you can see, as I'm doing this, I'll zoom in a little more. This is 100% down here. As I increase the radius, you can see like light rays coming forward, and you can see how that might be used as like a warping kind of effect, like you're warping in like space or something like that. So there's a type of effect you can use. You see that? It looks like the rays are moving. So kind of like in Star Wars when they do the light speed effect, you can do something kind of like that and use this as part of your effect. Let's put that back around 50. Now we've got the warp softness, and that's going to be what the actual hotspot looks like. So if I move the softness down, the hotspot is going to get a little bigger and a little more warped, and then as I increase the softness, it's going to become less until it gets down to nothing. And then let me increase the radius a little bit more, and then I can increase the warp softness more, and that gives also like a kind of like a warping out effect. So we've got that going on. Now we've got our shape here. We got two shapes, round and square. Now that's just up to your preference of which one you would like. There's nothing too much going on about that. But when you switch to square, you also are allowed to change direction here. And you can see how you can rotate this one here. So I mean, that's the difference between square and round. And of course the shape of it. You can adjust your warp softness to get like a more of a like a circular shape, and then you can change the direction like that. So there's some examples there. I'm going to go back to round and decrease this warp softness. We've got a couple checkboxes here. Color from source, and now just watch as what happens when I uncheck that. Now it's pretty much just coloring on its own and not using background information to determine how bright it's going to be and the color of the actual light ray, like the center of it. So if I hit color from source, it's going to take the blue color from these clouds and add. So if I come over here onto the brown here, it will take more of like a brownish and a yellow in this instance here, and then we got the brown light rays coming off here. So that's what the color from source means, and you can see how this interacts with the different types of layers that you have in your scene here. If I make it pass through these trees, same type here. So you can see how you might be able to create like a sunset kind of look based on these trees. So, and then you can see all the rays and everything like that. So that's how it like goes with that. Now we've got the allow brightening button, and I'll check that and uncheck that a few times. So let's go across everything with the allow brightening button up here. Now basically, I mean, it kind of decreases how bright this is and things like that. So just got a small effect on what's going on. So we've got our color here, which we can't use with the color from source on, but if I uncheck it, then I can color the actual light rays, or the actual light and everything like that. So you can add like a color to your scene and make it kind of like different colored and whatever, as you get the idea here. So now all my stuff is a little bit more blue, and it's not going to color from like my brown logos here. It's going to just stay blue colored, as you can see. So this is with color from source on, and this is with color from source off. Now we've got our transfer mode here, and we've got 3 different ones. None is going to do nothing pretty much, and it's going to just keep the light source at its on, but it still interacts with the background, as you can see, even though the background isn't showing anymore. Now we've got lighten, which is going to be just like the lighten on our blending modes, where it's just going to lighten up a bit. And I've noticed that when I use this, the rays aren't very large or anything like that, and you can see how it affects these layers now. Kind of gives them like warping, and it's using the lightning blending mode to work with these different logos and everything like that. Then we've got screen, which kind of is a more broad effect, and it lightens up the whole entire screen almost. Well, it lightens up the whole entire comp almost. Now I shouldn't say screen, but here's with add-on, and here's with screen on. So it's a more subtle than add, as you can see there. And then here's lighten. I'm just going through these so you can see how they affect each other, or how they are different in their effects. So there we go. I think add is probably like the coolest one, because it pretty much adds to the brightness and everything like that. So there's how you use your CC light rays. It's a pretty cool effect, and there's third-party plugins that kind of emulate this, but I think this one is pretty cool within itself. And now that you know how to use it, it's pretty decent and can help you create some like really cool looking effects in your scene. So that's about it for the CC light rays there, and pretty soon I'll be making a cool project utilizing the different lighting techniques and everything like that, and then the fake lighting effects like the CC light rays and the CC light sweep and all that stuff. So thanks for watching this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you in like a future tutorial where we put together everything and make something really cool. So I'll see you guys then, and in the meantime, keep on messing around with your effects and playing around with them and seeing what other kind of cool effects you can make. Like the possibilities are pretty much, they're not endless, but they're pretty close, because everybody's always thinking creatively of how to use these different things. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.